Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Unification casts this side of East Yorkshire. And today we've got a 1 versus 1 on Valfian Highlands. Playing on the southern side as the Sisters of Battle, we've got MrPietero. And playing on the northern side as the Chaos Space Marines, we've got Moonkey. And ladies and gentlemen, will you believe it? We're once again joined by the wonderful, the talented, the laughing Max. How are you doing, sir?
Hey, I'm doing great. I'm looking forward to this game. Never heard of those guys, but let's see what they bring to the table.
Absolutely. As far as I'm aware, Moonkey was the one who submitted the game, and it's a fairly new player, I think. Fairly new to Discord at the very least. So we'll see what these guys can, like you say, bring to the table. We've got double cultists, also a Chaos Lord, and some Chaos Space Marines. A hell of a lot of units in the tier 1s, and down south we've got the Sororitas Convent, as well as a little bit of a late Pristine Sanctuary. I don't think that these guys are as high level as what we're familiar with, but that's okay because we can talk about like the general strategies and the and you like how to like play the game, I guess.
Yeah, you can see that the buildings and stuff everything is a little delayed, a little slower than you would like to, but the opener for the Chaos for Moonkey is actually solid, like the 2 cultists into a Chaos Lord. I would argue that like having a Chaos Space Marine squad before the Chaos Lord would be beneficial, because then you have another fighting squad out earlier and can cap stuff. He does it the other way around, so if he wants to be a little more efficient, make the Space Marine first and then the Lord. On the other side we have delayed Seraphims because he built a Pristine Sanctuary too late. I think he had only 1 builder, and yeah, if you go for this Seraphim open, you want to open with the 2nd builder and build a Sanctuary and the Sororitas Convent similarly, and he does the not so optimized build where he adds a generator, but nothing really wrong with that. Pro players, let's call them that, they queue into Seraphims and then delete the Pristine Sanctuary to get some power back. But all good, all well. The Chaos Lord is in the middle now, and the Seraphims are moving in as well.
That's an aggressive moving forward of the Chaos Lord. And yeah, to be fair, Plasma Generator, the Seraphims do cost 5 green money to reinforce. So if you want to be extra safe and make sure that you're able to reinforce those ladies all time long. But we've only seen 1 squad of Seraphims, normally see double. So potential for maybe spending some money on extra bits and bobs. Chaos Lord has now been spotted by the Seraphims, all the other way around. Everyone wants to interpret that. Chaos Space Marines moving in to support. And I quite like this actually, because Chaos Lord could chase after the Seraphims and force them to keep on the move, while the Chaos Space Marines could just stand still and fire at them. But leapfrogging over towards these cultists, capturing the critical location in the middle, also been spotted by a missionary. And these guys are not going to survive for very long if they stand there.
Yeah, that's you only have 1 Seraphim because he built a generator. That's why you cannot afford 2. But he has reinforced them to max, so he used his requisition there. Normally you want to have more squads than reinforcing them. I do not like that he keeps them close to the Chaos Space Marines and the Chaos Lord. The Chaos Lord just laughs after little pistols the Seraphim use and will bleed off models left and right. They are meant, as you said, to kill these cultists and most importantly the poor little heretics in the base. They will kill them all day long. They are not meant for this defensive playstyle that they are used here.
No, certainly not. Like you said, they normally... Oh, actually, oh, heaven forbid, we're actually seeing some raptors as well, sir. This is... It's like as if Moonkey has decided, you know what, I'm going to build, order, everything. I'm going to get 1 of everything, just for a nice, balanced opening. But, yeah, Cult Squad narrowly surviving with 1 model over there. And, yeah, the heretics, currently unharassed, but they've also not been doing any serious dancing, so they've still got some full health going on. If I know, sorry, there's 1 heretic in the base that looks like he's been shimmying and shaking a little bit too hard. I think that's the one weakness for the Chaos when they're up against Seraphims, is that generally those heretics are quite easy to snipe if they've been using their quick build ability, but no, Seraphims been used in a defensive manner.
Yeah, as I said, not what I do like. The Raptors adding is also interesting. I've seen this kind of opener where you get like 1 of everything as well, but it's like you have everything but you're not good with... You're okay with everything but not good with 1 thing, you know? It's like... yeah, not very decisive. We have now also a Canoness, but no Plasma Pistol. If you go Canoness and have Pristine Sanctuary, you really want to have the Inferno Pistol, because Canoness with Inferno Pistol is really strong. It will bleed off models of all squads. Will probably also give this Chaos Lord a run for its money in ranged at least. So yeah, a little leapfrogging and a lot of standing around in the middle, as we see in this let's say, a lower skill department. And now the Raptors coming in as well. Let's see.
Yeah,
but, Chaos Space Marines are just standing back in the middle, so these Raptors will just bleed off models left and right.
That's it. The Raptors, like, say, for example, if the Chaos Space Marines were moving forward with them, I can kind of see how that would work, because the Raptors are able to keep these lasers on the move, but unlike many other units, these guys can move backwards and fire at the same time, and the Cannon Nest does not want to engage in close combat with that Chaos Lord at all. That Chaos Lord will win all day long against the lady, but no, she's going to come in and decide to knock all those boys on their backsides. Seraphims just kind of rubbing their faces against everything there. They are short range, granted, but they don't want to be within melee for most people. Raptors low on models at the moment, also morale being broken for them. Potential squad wipe, but no, they managed to survive just in the nick of time. And one singular cultist carrying on that critical location capping. No reinforcement for you, young man. You've got no friends. Your job is just to stand there and quietly cap that. And sisters, actually, leave him alone to it, sir. Quite honourable, quite respectful.
Yeah, it's like you do not need more than one model to capture a point, so this is very cost efficient in a sense. But yeah, as you said, the Seraphims are way too close to the enemy. The economies are actually even. It's like 80 and 20 for both. Tier 2 going on for Chaos Marines, Tier 2 also going for the Sisters of Battle, so it seems like their skill level is kind of equal. Which could make for an interesting game. I mean, if one of those would be a little better, they would have killed the heretic or would have gone to the base or anything. For now, it's just like everybody leaving their enemy economy alone and just fighting in the middle.
I know, that's what we like.
Reminds me a bit of Meeting of Minds, where this is like every game of Meeting of Minds is just endless fighting in the middle.
Excellent, and that's absolutely what we like. We just saw those two squad Seraphins wipe out the Raptors, and also our lonely heretic friend. He managed to capture the critical location, so his life was not forfeit, but still, death has came to him all the same. This Chaos Space Marines, they're having to run away from everything. Cultists down have also captured another critical location, but no critical location countdowns are on the way for these guys. So it might seem like the Chaos Space Marines now have to hide around these listing posts that have been upgraded, I suppose. Tier 2 just about to finish for Moonkey, and also MrPietero, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Tier 2 has just finished for them, and some Battle Sisters. Okay, Battle Sisters, they're getting fully upgraded with some Flamers as well. Interesting. Not sure if Flamers might work, considering that the mighty Machine Pit Pizza is about to spin around in the air. So I assume Defilers, I assume that's the way forward, or Vindicators. It's one or the two usually in this kind of situation, I reckon.
Yeah, as you said, I was really surprised as well to see Battle Sisters here. If you go tier 2, and you basically always go for Celestians. Celestians are just so good. They have better armor class, they have ranged and melee capabilities, they can be good against vehicles and against infantry, basically against everything you want. Yeah, so I disagree with these Battle Sisters. I highly agree, though, with the Thorn Princess and the Iconoclast Salads. He needs to reinforce those Sisters of Slaughter as soon as he can. And he used the infiltration ability, or is she always infiltrated? I see her so seldom, so I don't know. But now she's like spinning around killing Celestians.
God, she's such a cool model, just running in and almost like a Harlequin, bashing everyone around. That spinning attack that she does is quite frankly amazing. But I can... You know what, I don't know how the Battle Sisters are going to fare with this. I mean, maybe it's just a case of faith. Faith and flame. We're seeing a Chaos Vindicator, limit of 1, as well as some Hell Talons. I mean... No, I can't see it going very well, but, I mean, who knows? Who knows? Maybe... Oh, no, never mind. The Seraphins being blasted to high heavens. Oh, no amount of faith is going to protect you from a solid blast to the face from a Vindicator.
Yeah, you really, when you're in tier 2, like the one unit you cannot go wrong with, you always really want to have for Sisters of Battle is Celestians. They are just so good, and if the enemy starts to use some vehicles, you give them their multi-melters in the field and they will kill it. You see, like the AoE damage of this Vindicator is absolutely amazing, and now they shoot some flamers in it and it just laughs and shoots another big cannon.
That's it. I mean, flamers won't do much against, what, 5 inches of solid chaotic armor. So maybe he's going to decide to go for him now. He's got one Celestian squad, but he's been pop-capped. So he needs to either sacrifice one of these Sisters units in glorious combat, or... oh no, there we go. He's going to get the enhanced field logistics. Maybe it's a little bit too little too late, but then again, it's only one Vindicator, so maybe they can survive for a fair while. Who knows?
I think he needs more than one Hell Talon, and the Hell Talon needs to focus on the listening posts and generators, not on the units. The Hell Talon is meant to kill vehicles or buildings, not these Seraphims. The Seraphims, it will deal not a lot of damage against those. And he also gets the power upgrade without having like more than 2 or 3 gens. So also a little misplay. Build more gens first, then get the power upgrade. It's more cost efficient. And yeah, microing the Hell Talon not as good as some Celestians now on the field, getting all their melter stuff, so they need to get a little closer and kill this Hell Talon. The Hell Talon is killing one generator at least, but now probably flying over these Celestians. Yeah, it's quite a good map for using it to the outer points. I mean, the Sisters of Battle are now in their base with all their squads basically. Yes, the Vindicators firing from outside, that's really nice. But yeah, the Hell Talon can basically kill all the outer points because there's nothing to defend it, really.
No, yeah, well, I mean, to be fair, that Vindicator staying down there is kind of a good idea because it was able to keep him safe from those Celestians, but, I mean, didn't really get many shots in for the majority of that combat. Now Celestians are out. Celestians need to focus on that Cursed Vindicator ASAP because, yes, fair play, they are anti-vehicle, but they're still infantry, so the Cursed Vindicator can still smite them, and reinforcing them will take a while to also get their melter guns back online. The missionary is laying hands upon those battle sisters, but probably laying hands on the wrong ladies, so it needs to change his targets. Fawn Princess looking like that she's just got squad wipe on the Celestians there, and we're back to square one here with the Serafins on the right flank also being killed by those Iconoclast Zealots. So I can see the micro, I can see what both players are thinking at the moment. I think it's just a mechanical issue about actually executing each of the strategies here.
Yeah, what I really like is also that he pulled back the Hell Talon and is actually repairing it in his base. Really nice. But you can see now a serious float of almost 1,000 requisition for him. So he is like a little out of his comfort zone here. He needs to put in some more generators and stuff. But yeah, I know that feeling from the past and even from my current games. If you're like in the midst of a battle and you're like, I need to do this, and then you suddenly look at your economy and be like, oh shit.
Yep.
Yeah, so yeah, he needs to focus a bit. He has the Battle Sister of Slaughter now. They are really buying time for the Vindicators unopposed and the Hell Talon coming in as well, but he needs more stuff. He's doing well with the stuff he has, but he needs more.
That's it, always need more stuff. And we've also got a sneaky manufactorium for the sisters on the left-hand side of the map. Going to go for some more plasma generators as well. So Hell Talon won't be getting them down anytime soon, but they've still got some lovely listing posts that they can focus on. Thankfully, MrPietero has got enough blue money saved up for the moment, but not quite enough green money to actually spend it on anything useful in the vehicle department. I imagine that if he wants a vehicle to kill the Chaos Vindicators, probably a penitent engine might be worthy, but probably, what's the Sisters flying unit called? A lightning fighter? Something like that?
Lightning fighter jet. That's
the one. Probably a couple of those might be able to send the Helltons back, but actually, Celestians killing them quite aptly. Just now need to get near that Vindicator. Vindicators are notorious for being quite fragile and vulnerable tanks. They just need to, there we go. This is pushing forward, also getting some friendly fire on those Chaos Space Marines as well, so a little bit of a little bit of using a human shield there.
Yeah, to be fair, the Chaos Vindicators one that gets some nerfing done in the next version, you can see why. But yeah, the Hell Talon usage here, as I said, as you have already said, was not the greatest. The Celestians, one weakness of the Celestians is their low range, so there's no need that the Hell Talon needs to like fly directly over them and have a big please kill me sign on his face. As I said before, there are some outer points, there are some outer generators. He has not scouted it, but just moving around his Hell Talons. But he's focusing on the enemy base, and there's not much left of the base. There's now the first Lightning Fighter Jet. Lightning Fighter Jet is also probably a good counter against the Chaos Vindicator. The Chaos Vindicator, as you said, is good against infantry and stuff, but not good against aircraft. I'm not even sure if it can target aircraft. So yeah, using the Lightning Fighter Jet now will kill the Chaos Vindicator eventually.
There we go. It's almost like we can see what's going on with our powers of prediction. Fawn Prince on the back line's not really doing much at the moment, although I suppose she doesn't want to get involved in melee when a Vindicator's firing in the middle of them. Those Iconoclast Zealots really being high value here, but their models are being reduced in size. The Celestians and the Battle Sisters working in tandem as best they can. Vindicator has been sent right home as a Heretic comes over, potentially to dance it back to health, but the Lightning Fighter is not going to give up, and the Chaos Space Marines are going to go back home to save him. Doesn't really need to, can just stay inside the base. So it's... yeah, I think it's a lack of understanding like how much killing power your units have, really, but now that another Helton has come out, Lightning Fighter is going to run away. I do think that the Lightning Fighter can probably kill the Helton in a 1v1, but when supported by double Chaos Space Marines, and now double Heltons actually, probably will need some more support from these Celestians here.
Yeah, it would be a close fight. I'm not sure who would win in the air, actually. It's in the stock fight, but they're very close nevertheless. But yeah, if you look at the banks, you have like a hell of a bank, 1.4k requisition, 700 power from Moonkey, and almost nothing from MrPietero. So you can see where this game is heading. It's just a matter of producing stuff or getting like tier 3. Basically, the world is your oyster, Moonkey. Just click all the buttons. If you see something in the building, click on it, and it will help you.
There we go, like a kid in the candy shop. If you want it, you can have it. And just, good lord, that Vindicator. He's been healed up a little bit. Still quite vulnerable at the moment. Now moving quite close to these Celestians. He's a brave boy, but almost like a shotgun. He's blowing up from high heavens. And definitely the MVP of the match here today so far. And the Lightning Fighter doing alright. It's been repaired by those Ecclesiarchal Servitors, but good lord, man. Just be gentle, Chaos Vindicator. You're doing too much. Save some corpses for the Chaos Space Marines to enjoy. Got also one missionary trying to bonk that Chaos Vindicator on his own. What a hero.
Yeah. What a fool or hero, whatever, yeah. But you see, the Lightning Fighter Jet with some repair support was able to take down the Helton, and so more of those would have been nice. As I said, some Celestians instead of these not very useful Battle Sisters. Now we have a Zephyrim squad. They are really nice as well, very costly and hard to get, and take a hell of a lot of time to get online. They used the crack grenade, did they, or was it the Lightning Fighter Jet that killed this?
I think it was the Lightning Fighter, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Now they survived with 52 health as well.
Yeah, let's see how these Zephyrims, these names, dealing here. They can go into melee with these Chaos Space Marines all day long. They need a bit of kiting here, actually. So, like, one squad moving away while the others shooting. Now just two squads are moving away from one squad. But yeah, I think the damage is done. I don't see how the Sisters of Battle can survive here any longer. Tier 3 is halfway done. There's another Helltalon and Vindicator on the way. Economy, it's over 100 for both income. So yeah, it's like, this is, what did they say, mathematically impossible for the Sisters of Battle? But yeah, it doesn't keep them from giving it a fight.
Now that's it. Always give it a try, because you never know in Dawn of War what's going to happen. And to be fair, this has been a really, really good defense, all things considered. Although the when we've seen the Zephyrim thingies, they were chasing after those two Chaos Space Marine squads. Generally, got one melee squad chasing after a ranged one. You can just hold firm with one ranged unit and then make the other one run away. And then when the melee squad switches targets, then switch ones move around. That is generally one way to take on the melees rather than both of them running away. But that's fine, because you've got plenty of time, plenty of money, and the Sisters have not. They've not got a lot. So Horrors have been teleported in. A little bit of a waste, but I suppose that does occupy the Zeppelins for quite some time and allow the Chaos Space Marines to wait for their replacement Vindicator. It did take the Sisters a lot of effort to kill that one singular Vindicator, but will they be able to do it again?
I mean, these Zephyrims can do it if they go for Inferno Pistols, but he still hasn't researched Inferno Pistols. That's a go-to. This is an upgrade you really need to have, because it's just so good. Inferno Pistols on your what I call veteran superiors and stuff, and the Zephyrims in particular can get Inferno Pistols on more models. So these would basically melt every light buildings and vehicles. I think they could melt Vindicator as well with it, but yeah, not. He goes for the melee loadout, I think. No, he goes for plasma pistols and melee. Yeah, it's a little topsy-turvy, but yeah, there's the GG's called, and Moonkey takes it.
Oh, well, you know what, that was quite exciting. And to be fair, I know that we've done like a lot of critical stuff, but we're not saying it in a mean way. I think that games like this are wonderful. It's always good to see new people play. It's always wonderful to see people give it a go. And like we said earlier on, he didn't give up. that was mathematically impossible, but still give it a really solid try all the way through. So, yeah, excellent stuff.
It was like, just a few words, yes, because, as you said, we were not in a mean way. We were constructive criticism, I would call it, because the base skill was very well showing through. There was some strategy, there was some micro was very good on both parts, I would say, for the most part. But yeah, some decision making, strategizing, and economy management would help them quite a lot.
Fantastic stuff. All right, so thank you very much, Max, for joining us. I've heard through the grapevine that you've also got a YouTube channel. Do you want to tell us about that?
Yeah, it turns out I also have a YouTube channel where I do a lot of Unification stuff. I have casts, I have guides, I have some sneak peeks for the next version, 7.0. Everybody's excited for that one. I have Let's Plays for Dawn of War as well. I have Let's Plays of other games, mostly in German. So if you happen to understand German, give it a go and have some fun.
Fantastic stuff. All right, well, thank you so much for joining us. Miles with Miss Landshark. I'll see you in a bit. Peace.
Bye-bye.